Hey everyone, it's your favorite dynamic duo. It's Devon
And Tiana.
We're here to share about our newly released collection, Sky Dancers. Do you love a good spoiler filled with creative ideas and nail art demonstrations? Then make sure you join us each month for our exciting unboxing videos every 23rd of the month, coinciding with the release of the latest Mani by Me collection theme. And just in case the 23rd falls on a weekend or a holiday, mark your calendars as our video normally goes public on the following business day.
And of course, if you're digging our live streams and enjoy being a part of the vibes here, definitely subscribe so you can go ahead and get in on our Mani by Me, and then also get in on our unboxings.
Yes.
It's free and you'll be notified whenever we launch a new video. So I think everyone is ready. You ready to get started?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So of course, our Mani by Me, whenever you open your box, you'll find an inspiration card full of details that accompany this month's theme. So let's go ahead and do that. And unbox this month's creativity.
So this is the manicure that you're going to receive, and of course we have instructions in the back that shows you exactly how to accomplish this.
Show the manicure. This is so pretty. I love how this manicure turned out. This is so gorgeous.
I'm going to show them a version of this manicure today in the demonstration portion. So
okay, so you just have to wait.
Yes. It's going to be different colors, but it'll still be a really pretty thing that we're going to do. So, and then also we need to show them this other card, or do we?
Yes, our inspiration card. What gave us the theme for this month?
So the Sky Dancers Mani by Me box will have you fluttering your fingertips with delicate dance of butterflies and dragonflies. Let your imagination soar to new heights with limited edition patterns and designs that capture the essence of some of nature's aerial beauties.
And it's so funny because about a few videos ago, people were saying how much they wanted butterflies and dragonflies. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Okay. Yes, and so we kept on giggling because you guys were like, I would love to see more dragonflies. And here we are with tons of dragonfly designs for you all.
So in each Mani by Me subscription, you'll receive 2 exclusive nail plates designed only for our Mani by Me subscribers. And this month we created these exclusive nail plates with you in mind. So we're going to kick it off with MXM123. How pretty.
I love this plate so much. So I like both of them a lot. I mean, let's be honest.
It's hard to pick a favorite, right?
It is. It is hard to pick a favorite. I really like this dragonfly wing pattern and also this dragonfly pattern. It's super cute.
I think these plates, the way that I would describe them, everything is so dainty. Again, Sky Dancers. Mm-hmm. It talks about the real delicateness of butterfly and dragonfly wings. So that's really the feel that I get from these plates.
Also, I like that this one has a collage of butterfly wings. So cute. And then these are some flowers that butterflies enjoy. One of them is crown flowers. So the Hawaii, I want to say the Kamehameha monarch butterfly eats crown flowers. And when I was a little girl, my mom and I used to go get the caterpillars and put them in a jar with, a sprig of crown flowers so they could eat that. And then they would form a chrysalis on the top of the jar. And then when it was time and they hatched, we would release them.
That's so cool. I know, I feel like I only recently experienced that in the wild because my son's school, they have a whole bunch of crown flowers.
Oh,
and so one season, they were just making babies and making caterpillars, and I mean they took down the tree too. It was so cool to watch them change and transform.
It's really awesome. Yeah, that was a good core memory for me.
Me too.
I made
a canon event for me for sure. Okay, so moving on to the next plate, we have MXM124.
So here we have another dragonfly wing print, and then we also have some up close butterfly wing prints. And I'm going to show you guys some things that you can do with it. I want to say, with both of these plates, I know you're like looking at the plates and you're like, looks like the same images over and over again. Wrong. Now, here's the reason why we need to have slightly similar but different images, or similar but different images. Sometimes you want a manicure where all the nails looks like the same. Actually, I think in here, it's a perfect example.
I know exactly what Dev is saying because I'm always asking for this too.
Yes. So you want the manicure to have the same theme, but you don't want every single nail to look exactly the same. That is the reason why we gave you images that are similar but slightly different. So in this manicure, I'm using both of these patterns. Because when you look at, you know, a dragonfly wing or just other things, it's not the same thing on the whole design. Even if you look at a piece of like marble, the tiny design that you see in one corner is not going to be the same design that you're going to see all over the rock. It's just in that one corner. Same thing with their nails. That is a complete style choice. If people want every single nail to look exactly the same, that's fine if you want that. However, I personally like to have something look within the same family, same style, but also be slightly different. It matters. It makes the nails look more interesting. It also makes it look more realistic to the thing that you're trying to achieve. So in this manicure, we used both plates to create this look, and then also I had to switch the direction of each stamp so that way it looks slightly different. Now, if I just had one stamp and I had to constantly switch the direction, you still wouldn't have gotten this effect. But because I had two different ones that were very similar, I could create a really beautiful manicure.
I feel like too, you're at a benefit if you have small nails as well, or smaller nail beds, you know,
Yes.
depending on how long your nails are, but because you can actually get more accent, I guess, from the image itself.
Yes.
But again, you know, we've heard it, Dev say it too, it creates interest.
Yes.
So, you know, it's kind of a good conversation starter too.
Yes. If this nail looks the same as all 9 other fingers, then what's the point of looking at this? You know? What's the point of them seeing both hands? You want people to stop and be like, all right, I want to see this hand. And they're like, oh, look, these nails are different. Oh, let me see the other hand too. You know, that's the goal, at least for me. I want people to be interested, so that way they have to see all my nails. You know, always keep them guessing. Even if it's a slight difference, it matters. It really does. So that's some of the things that, you know, we did when we created these plates. Again, even with this, it's like they're two, yes, this could be for butterflies, but 2 different butterflies. And I will show you something that we can do with this a little later. Okay, so what do we
I just
do now?
unboxed the polishes
Okay,
for you.
thank you.
So the next thing, you get 2 early release polishes, and this month, let's see.
Which one should we start with?
We're gonna start with the beautiful Nectar, the cream, a peachy orange stamping polish and a classic cream finish. And I know what you guys are gonna say, does it look different? I think Carnation is probably one of the colors that it's most closest to, but it looks nothing like it. So I know sometimes the video doesn't do the color justice. This is a very gorgeous, gorgeous,
like peachy orange.
Peachy orange, I don't want to say neon because it doesn't have neon effect, but it's brighter. It's really happy. It's a perfect like spring color too. So
Yeah, I would say it's like a peachy orange salmon kind of color. But it's very pretty, and in a little bit I will stamp on the cap so that way you guys can check it out. But I just wanted to swatch it out so that way you could see. Okay, so should we do the next polish, Tiana?
yep, and the next one you get a special effect polish. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous flaky. This is Metamorphosis P160, a purple tinted nail polish with purple gold iridescent flakies. Who doesn't love a flaky nail polish?
Right. So this is a sheer polish, like Tiana was saying, and it just has a beautiful tint of color.
That's so pretty.
Oops. Struggling over here. This color is gorgeous.
I can already see so many different things you can do with just that polish.
Absolutely.
You can wear it as is and stamp over it. You can use it as a topper.
Lead lighting, manicures.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun options.
Okay, and let's move on. Each monthly subscription receives a fun bonus gift, and that fits the theme of the collection. So this month's special bonus are going to be 2 full color nail sticker sheets. Isn't that so pretty? And each designs are outlined in a dainty gold accent.
You can see the gold when I kind of move the stickers around, but these are stunning. And it's funny because, oh gosh, guys. So for the manicures that I had to do for the promotion for this box, I'm like trying to think, I'm like, do we have them around? I'm not sure. They might have been put away
They got
inside
back?
the nail tip box.
Do you want them?
Sure.
Okay.
I will explain what I wanted to do because it was a nearly impossible mission. What I wanted was, where do I even start? Okay, I wanted the wings to be see-through. And so the base was going to be something sheer and sparkly. And then I wanted the wings to be stamped, or like the butterfly outlines and dragonfly outlines, to be stamped in a gold chrome powder. Thank you, Tiana. Oh,
The hem.
yep. Oh, here. This is, I can show you guys on this. Okay, so this is our hand model, Anna. Oh wait, no, this is Hannah. Her sister is Anna. So I wanted these wings to be completely clear and like have a sparkly thing. So this was supposed to be the base. Then I wanted everything else to be black. And then I wanted just the butterflies to be stamped, just the dragonflies to be stamped in gold chrome powder effect. Okay.
Lemon difficult.
Lemon difficult. Because what I had to do was I was like, okay, now I have to do the inverse. So it's like create a clear base, which I did. Then I'd have to stamp in a really sheer color with the dragonflies, which I did. And then I would have had to take a brush and manually black out every single other area so that way I could just have those see-through sparkly wings that I wanted. And that did not go well. The struggle bus was so hard and so intense. Why did I want the clear wings? I don't know. I just did because I was like, oh, clear, like a dragonfly. I wanted that. And
sometimes when you have an idea, you just want to run with it.
I just wanted it so bad. And then I tried to do it here. So then it was like, okay, let's do a sparkly base. And then we're going to put the rainbow splash so that way the wings would be like colorful and clear, and then color everything around it black. It was all way too hard because after I color everything black around it, mind you, look at how thin this line is. I would have had to stamp it in chrome. So then I would have had to do chrome powder stamping over that and hope to God that all the powder wouldn't stick to all the areas that it wasn't supposed to.
Especially how thin the lines are.
Yes. And it was so difficult. I completely forgot that we had these in the box. Completely. Then the next day, Tiana was like, okay, let's take photos. And she was like, oh, do you have the Fifth Element? And I was like, I can't even remember what the Fifth Element is. She's like, oh, it's stickers. And then she pulls these out. And I was like, are you kidding me? This entire time, I could have just done a black base and then put the stickers on and call it a day instead of wasting 2 hours to come to the conclusion that I was just going to do this manicure. It was like, oh.
She was on
struggle.
herself for like minutes after that.
Yes, it was quite annoying.
Yeah.
I was just like, gone, bonnet.
But you know what though? I think that just goes to show, because I know we've mentioned this in other unboxing videos, just how early in advance we are working on these themes and stuff too. So, yeah.
Like, do I already know what Halloween and Christmas is going to look like for 2024? Have they already been worked on? Yes. They have. Do I already know what's going to be lined up for spring of next year? Yes, I do. Yeah. That's how far in advance we need to work. Am I working on the Halloween countdown calendar as we speak? Absolutely.
Okay, that's all you're giving away right now. That's all you're getting. That's all you're giving away.
So just know things are being worked on very, very far in advance because we have to. So yeah, these stickers are awesome because they're going to give you the look that I wanted to create and make life a million times easier for you, so that way you don't have to struggle bus. Yeah. And then we'll even show you guys a little later how you can use these, because look at how thin they are. When you turn them to the side, can't even see. Barely see any texture. We love that.
We do. That means that it lays flatter on the nail, no matter if you have a really deep C curve or a flatter C curve, it'll just really nicely hug the nail. But forget all of that. If you're watching and you want to join up now, all first-time subscribers can take advantage of our one-time discount code. Save $5 off any Mani by Me subscription, whether it's a box or a kit, with sub 5. So go ahead and use that code. And this would bring your subscription, your box would save $5 off, bringing your first collection to $25. And if you want the express kit, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, you get $5 off the express kit, making your first collection $17.
Yes, and it is such a great deal because, again, we've talked about the girl math before. When you try to add everything up individually, it ends up being more expensive than if you just buy the box. So go do yourself a favor and just
subscribe.
Just subscribe and go to www.manixme.com so that way you can take advantage of this awesome deal.
So before we move on, I just also want to mention too, our previous collection, Interstellar, is sold out.
Yay,
sold
guys!
out. Yay! Thank you so much for the support. But this also means once it's gone, it's gone. We will not be restocking the exclusive nail plates. It's our promise to our subscribers and to our Mani by Me monthly club program. So don't wait, join today, or else you may not get one.
Yes, don't hesitate. Sign up and grab the things that you love if you see it, because again, we cannot promise that it'll be in stock later. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I might be a little happy that it got sold out, because it's our promise that we want to create exclusive plates for our subscribers. So if you guys purchase it and you love it and it's gone, then that's great. That was the goal. So good job, everybody.
Yes. No, really, thank you so much for the support, because yeah, that's just awesome.
It is.
So Dev is working on getting some tips ready for Anna here, but let's see. We're moving on to the demonstration part, and also some stamping. We're going to go ahead and stamp on the bottle.
And let me show you what that swatch looks like. I wonder if those tips will fit Hannah, because it might have to be an Anna, or sorry, if they'll fit Anna, because that might have to be a Hannah situation. If they don't, then we can always switch it out since we showed them earlier. Okay, so let me show you guys what these polishes, or what this polish looks like when it's stamped, because I'm sure you want to see. I think I'm going to select this butterfly in the middle.
This is so pretty. You know what the other thing too is? I mean, it just feeds into my sparkly side.
Mm-hmm.
These nail plates, just sparkly.
And the funny thing is, like, you don't ever wear sparkles.
No.
Neither of us really do.
But
but if we did, it'd be this.
But I'm not actually a glitter girl. I love
I know.
flakies though. I
know.
do love good flaky.
And chrome.
Mhm.
Chromes are cute. So this is what it looks like when it's stamped over black and white. As you can see,
pretty.
it's beautiful. It stamps very well, nice and bold. And yep, that is our Nectar B506.
And it's perfect for, what do you call it, color of the year.
Oh,
Peach
that's
fuzz.
true. It's true. It totally does.
I mean, it's a little darker, but still, it's still along that peach vein. I think that'd be a nice color option. And so the next one we're gonna do stamp over the metamorphosis, or
we can't stamp this.
Yeah,
but
because it's not a stamping polish, right?
But I can stamp it over it with Nectar. So let's do this design here. I like that there's a cute little border. I think that'll be perfect. Oh, my hair. Long hair problems. Oh, and slow. 2 slow problems as well. So, I think while that's happening, maybe Tiana can share some other fun perks about signing up for the Mani by Me club.
There's so many things. There's so many things to cover. But when you sign up with Mani by Me, there's so many options and so many perks. So as a valued member of Mani by Me Monthly Club, we deeply appreciate every one of you and the support that you continue to provide every month. So thank you, thank you. And when you join with Mani by Me, you'll receive the following perks. So enjoy 10% off all Maniology orders with your exclusive subscriber coupon code, which is MXMVIP. And also receive free US shipping with a $30 order minimum. Ooh.
So pretty.
And also, before I move on, you see that Devon is stamping with our classic and best-selling ice cube stamper. For all first-time subscribers, when you subscribe to either the kit or the box, your first box will receive, or your first collection will receive, an ice cube stamper and scraper, because you definitely need it to start stamping.
Yeah, so you'll have everything you need to start creating beautiful manicures. You'll have 2 plates, you'll have a polish color, you'll have a stamping polish, and you'll have your scraper and stamper. So literally, you won't need anything else. I mean, if you want a top coat and base coat will definitely help, but if you don't have those things, you could still get started stamping immediately.
So literally creativity at your fingertips, already ready for you to get started.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go deeper into the demonstration while you
Continue to.
share some information with everyone, and yeah.
Okay. So I think right now Dev's just like organizing and stuff, but I'm just gonna continue. So you can also, you sign up for Mani by Me and you earn more towards your Mani Circle rewards. So for those of you who don't know, the Mani Circle rewards program is a free rewards program that Maniology offers to everyone. There's so many ways for you to earn stamps, and the more stamps you earn, the more can be redeemed for free nail art. And who doesn't love free nail art, right? And we have a lot of our best-selling items in this list, but when you subscribe to Mani by Me, you just increase your earning potential by 50% more stamps, which means more free stuff. The list gets updated, so definitely if you are already purchasing with us or you're already a subscriber and you have not signed up with Mani Circles Rewards, definitely do that. It's on our site. You can go to www.maniology.com and sign up. Another thing too, Maniology has built a mission of empowering creativity as well as empowering our local community. So a portion of the proceeds from every subscription are donated to local charities to support various efforts in our community. So thank you again for that. And if it wasn't for your subscription, we wouldn't really be able to do this. So we previously supported the YWCA of Oahu, a nonprofit organization advocating for racial justice, civil rights, and women's economic empowerment and women's health and safety. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions, any organizations that you would like us to take a look at, go ahead and contact us at connect@maniology.com. We'd love to hear from you. So Dev, you want to maybe describe, I still have things to go over, but we'll just kind of do it intermittently.
Okay. So right now we are just sponging on a base over this white base nail tip because the tip is kind of semi-transparent. I wanted to paint it white so that way it'd make it easier to sponge and I wouldn't have to do so many layers.
Think of it as like painting a wall.
Yes.
Kind of like
a primer.
A primer. That's what the white is acting as. But actually, I'm noticing that Dev is doing something different. So you want to describe to them why you decided to do the long ways of the makeup wedge rather than the...
It's because look at how short this makeup wedge is in comparison to the tip, because I'm using an extra long tip since, you know, we're doing a demonstration. I want you guys to be able to see all the details in the designs. So I decided to opt for a larger tip. And because of that, I decided that I needed to actually use it, the sponge this way, because it's so long. And then...
A good technique for those who have long fingernails though too.
Yes, absolutely. So if you guys saw earlier, I kind of did a U shape down here and like a half moon shape. You have to give that a few seconds to dry. So I did a half moon here. And then I went ahead and kind of matched that curve with the brighter orange. If you want to know what colors I use, because we literally always get that, I showed the colors a little earlier. So I just turned them upside down so that way you guys can see what colors I'm using. Because we get that question like every other day of like, what colors were used in this video and what color were used in that video. So hopefully that helps.
I know many people, they want to know the colors and stuff. Sometimes it's not really, I mean, of course, if you're trying to recreate it, then you want to know exactly what we used. But, you know, sometimes it's about your own creativity.
It
so
is.
We want you to kind of go outside your comfort zone and create a combination. There's so many different colors of butterflies and dragonflies. Seriously, you can't go wrong if you choose your own colors too.
Exactly.
That's just my opinion though.
It's my opinion too. That's part of the reason why we don't list the colors all the time, because it's not necessarily about that. It's about the creative journey, and we want you all to experiment. We're trying to push you out of your comfort zone just a little bit, because when you do get out of that comfort zone, you're able to create so many beautiful things. You're able to increase your abilities for color combining and just, you know, designs. You think out of the box, and that's when magic happens.
You know what, actually, Deb, do you ever, you know, working here at Maniology, it's so easy to just get so enamored with like the newest plate and stuff. But I find myself often going back and being like, oh my gosh, we had an image for that. And I don't know, I find myself kind of falling in love with the plates over again because maybe it was something I missed. So I don't know, I guess maybe the point I'm trying to make is that it's good to, again, go outside the box, because sometimes maybe you can look at an image in a different way and be like, oh, I can do this technique,
Yes.
or whatever. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm sure many of you too have Maniology plates that need a second look.
It's true. Also, I full on mess this up because I've been so impatient to let the polish dry, and of course it started taking polish off. But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna roll with it. It's fine. We're just gonna go straight into the next part of what I wanted to do, because honestly, that's not even gonna matter in like a few minutes.
Right.
So after you do this, and again, I am trying to mimic what the monarch butterfly looks like, or the Kamehameha monarch, and we're gonna use Fuzzy Navel P132 over this whole look.
We have a lot of really gorgeous special effects polishes, if you guys weren't aware. But I love how this topper, or this particular polish, it's so sheer that it just helps to blend in the colors, and it adds a gorgeous sparkly effect too.
Yes.
Look how pretty that is.
That weird little
You don't
bulb
even
spot.
see it.
Nope, doesn't even matter anymore. So we're gonna put this on the side, let it dry, because there's no way I can stamp over this right now. And we're just gonna go on to...
And we don't want to be impatient for that.
Yes. We're gonna go on to the next design. And we're gonna use another sponge.
Okay, so while Dev is doing that, let me just wrap this up because I feel like a lot of times there's just so much to talk about. But again, continuing on with the perks here at Maniology, Mani by Me subscriber. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, please stop. Rewind. I'll do that again. Joining up with Mani by Me means you're signing up to a supportive and creative community. Case in point, we have so many helpful people here who have been subscribed with us for years, and they want to help you out with techniques, tips, ideas, inspiration, all kinds of stuff. So, you know, share your creations with us on social media at #ManiXMeBox. And of course, it's only with Mani by Me subscribers, only when you're a subscriber. You can receive exclusive access to past collections and our nail stamping plates, but that is subject to availability for our inventory.
So for example, last month, there are no additional plates.
We are done.
Sold out, yeah. And unfortunately, no matter what happens, we're not going to be carrying anymore. We are sold out.
And for those of you who are like, yeah, that doesn't happen, ask anybody who is still complaining about our Halloween plates that they didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And or how people have actually sold these plates on, I'm not going to say the black market, but like resale.
The resale is crazy.
The resale for those plates are crazy. So again, it's our exclusive offer to you for being a exclusive subscriber to our Mani by Me club. So definitely join up, get it while you can.
Yes, because there's no guarantee that it'll be around later. And I know we've definitely seen people being like, oh, I'm gonna get this, you know, I'm not crazy about this now, but when the plates launch, I'm gonna pick it up. Well, now there might not be that option for that if there is no leftovers, like how there was this past month. There was no
there are going to be no leftovers later.
Yeah. So that's just kind of it.
Okay, Dev, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of mesmerized. What are you doing?
What's going on? Yeah. We're about to find out what's going on.
We're making a Picasso over here.
Yes. I like it, Picasso.
I know. I was like, what is that? Picasso.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the base for our wing. And we're going to see if this idea works or not. It could fail miserably. It could not. We will find out together. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it will be pretty.
That's the thing about sponging. It's like random. Oh, she's turning it over. Okay. Yeah. What are we doing here?
Okay.
So again, Dev used a white base.
Mm-hmm.
So again, think of that priming. The colors on top come out a little more opaque.
And I saw a macro dragonfly nail design that had like a blue, green, purple effect, I guess because of the way that the camera was hitting the wing. And so it was a really vibrant blue, green, and purple. So I wanted to try and recreate that.
I see where you're going though. I can see the inspiration for
this.
I'm excited.
So we're gonna see how it turns out. It could look cute, it could look ugly. We won't know until the end. Because I've never tried this color combination for this, especially in this shade and tone. This is a really strong shade and tone that I would not normally use. Usually I opt for pastels or lighter color because it's just a little bit easier to control the effect and also the predictability of what it's gonna look like when I stamp it. But here we are trying something new, getting out of my comfort zone. So I'm not gonna fall back on the pastels because it's very easy to be like, oh, yep, I know this color combination without a doubt is gonna look so good.
Right. I was gonna say that too. I was like, Dad, this doesn't seem like your normal, but
no, it's not.
Getting out of your normal is good.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's do that for sure. Because again, how am I ever gonna know if it looks good if I'm not willing to try it? Okay, so this is what we're left with. I think that's enough. Now, to help kind of tone some of this down and also smooth it out, I have another shiny topper. I am just so in love with all these, like, I'm really happy we are bringing in regular polishes because I think it fulfills a gap that we had in our collection. For example, things like this, it's stunning, it's gorgeous. Even things like this, they're beautiful polishes, but obviously you can't stop with them, but we still need these kinds of things to create amazing art. So I am using, oh, let me show you what I'm using. Is this the one that I wanted to use? Yeah. So this is Sea Glass P149, and we're gonna use it as a
How did I know that?
Of course, because these are so flippin' pretty. And actually, I don't know if I want to, I think I might just sponge it on because I kind of want a nice thick concentration of it, and then I might actually paint it on after because I want to blend everything together.
Okay, so the technique that Dev is doing right now, you can see that it gets a lot of flaky payoff onto the nail as opposed to just floating the polish over it. So if you want more flakies, sponging it on is a really good way.
Especially if you don't want to have to wait for it to dry.
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah.
It takes off or absorbs a lot of the liquid from the polish, where it's pretty much just leaving the flaky.
So this is what it looks like. So the colors were obviously really strong when I first applied them, but now that I put this sparkly topper over it, it really tones it down. So now you see hints of it, but it's not so intense. And then the fact that all these flakies kind of have a gold sheen to it. They have like a gold, blue, kind of purple thing going on here.
Kind of matches the color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I pair flakies or pair colors together, oh, I shouldn't say, you know what, I'm gonna save that secret for when I do our other live. Yep. We're gonna do another live and I'm gonna explain to you
Never mind.
all that stuff.
It's so hard to jump the gun over here.
I know.
Because we have so many things we want to share.
So many things to tell you about.
You gotta visit us
a little later. Yep. You gotta visit us a little later. Okay, so now this is dry. Well, okay, it's not fully dry, but it's dry enough that we can stamp on it. And instead of using my ice cube stamper, I'm gonna use a monocle just because it'll be a little bit easier for me. And then we're gonna use this design. So this design is supposed to mimic a monarch butterfly close up. And then just gonna go ahead and take our straight up black stamping polish.
Classic.
An absolute classic, must have. And then monocle, pick this up.
I think this is one of those designs too. You don't want to just pop it on the nail. You want to be able to kind of nicely smush it onto the nail, because if you just pop it on and pop it off, you might actually leave some of the details like on the wings. So you want to just be a little more careful with that.
So if you want, you can leave it like this.
But not Dev. But not Dev.
Oh, Tiana knows me so well.
But not Dev. So
if not, if you want, you can always take some white polish and start adding, whoops, little dots into the black area. That way you can kind of change up the look of this. So this was, again, modeled after the,
you said the Kamehameha
Yep.
butterfly?
But we didn't add in these other tiny dots because one, that might cause etching issues, and two, because if we don't, then you can go ahead and change it up and make different types of butterflies.
So I know Dev keeps referring to the Kamehameha butterfly, and actually it's native to Hawaii, right?
Yes, that is correct.
You know, honestly, I'm trying to think if I've ever... Their wings are a little more reddish orange than the monarch, right?
Yes.
The standard monarch.
The standard monarch looks a lot more like sunburst orange, and then a little yellowy too.
But yeah, so this one's more on the red-orange side. But yeah, it's actually native.
So you can just go ahead and add tiny dots if you want. If you want, you don't have to do this step. You could just feel like, hey, this looks good. But if you want, you could go and do above and beyond. And I'll show you what it looks like on a manicure. So this is one that I did, and this kind of looks more like the traditional monarch. It's also a very loose interpretation. I kind of did my own thing. Specifically because obviously I'm going to take photos, and what looks good on photos might look different than what just would look good by itself. So yeah, and then here we did a deep French. That was a double stamp situation. If you want to know more about that, go ahead and take a look at our lives, because we have a live that goes over double stamping specifically, and that's how I achieved that look. And I added a whole bunch of little dots in there. So I'm using, again, remember how I said we want a manicure to look cohesive but not exactly the same on every single stamp? These are two different stamps. So it's this stamp on the ring finger, and it's this stamp on the middle finger. Do you see why it's important to have the different stamps? It looks almost exactly the same, but it's still slightly different, and it looks really good on the nails.
I love it.
And so today's live was basically showing you a recreation of that design that I did, because we have a lot of people who ask, how did you do this? You know, what colors did you use? So this is kind of like an interpretation of that. Slightly different, but still similar. I think I used yellow in there, which I'm not using here. I just used 2 oranges, and then I used the same topper though. So I hope you guys get a chance to try that out. And now I think we can switch over to...
Oh, go experiment. I've seen so many beautiful butterflies. They're like deep blues. I know we have a lot of blues, a lot of really beautiful blue polishes. But for any of you who wanted to know those white dots, Dev used a very fine-tipped nail art brush. This particular brush was given in our previous Mani by Me box, so definitely go take a look. If not, we do have them on our site. I love using them.
So pretty. And then I think that this is like
good to go.
I think so. I think as long as we're gentle, it should be okay. So let me try and fix my stamper real quick. I'm going to use the monocle again because this nail tip is really large. So I think it'll be easier. I'm hungry. I'm already thinking about food. I'm like, okay. So use straight up black, and then we're just gonna go ahead and apply this design all over the nail.
And just a side note while Dev is working on this and stuff, if you're wondering why we're doing this pre-recorded, this week actually is a little wonky for us and stuff, so what better way to jump on together when we have a moment. So yeah, I think we'll probably be doing our Mani by Me's maybe pre-recorded. Well, we're still on the fence about that, but you know,
if it lines up, we'll do it as a live. But lately, the way the schedule has been lining up, it is a lot easier for us to get together and do it this way. So for those of you who are like, it's too long, my nail's too long for that.
You see what Dev is doing? She's using the bits to kind of fit in.
And who's gonna know? Who's gonna tell them? How are they ever gonna know? No one's gonna know. And look at that wing. Okay, so.
And if they're that close to your nail, really,
Yeah,
they shouldn't be.
Yeah, they need to back on up just a little bit. So that's what the design looks like. Now, in order to get this look, and I think I mentioned it too in this how-to, take a thin liner brush and then just line the nail with black. I'm going to show you real quick just so that way you guys know I'm not lying or trying to make something up. That is all I did. So I'm just going to clean off my brush from earlier, use the same brush, or if you have a longer striping brush, that it's even better. Actually, I think we have one right here.
This was Christmas? No, Halloween.
Halloween.
Christmas.
The Halloween countdown calendar.
Separate from Annie by Me subscription box, but
if you purchased the Halloween countdown calendar, you would have received 3 brushes in there, and this was one of them. This is a long striping brush. As you can see, the bristles are significantly longer than, for example, the brush that we were using earlier. Take a look. So with shorter bristles, you have more control. Longer bristles, you have less control, but they are great for
flexibility and stuff.
Long lines, stripes. That's why they're called striping brushes. So all you do is you dip your brush in like that, and then you would just run it along the line. Use your pinky to stabilize, and you just run it along like that. And that's why they call it a striping brush. So if you have to, you can always fill in that extra area. So I don't know if I want to do the whole nail, but I'm just going to show you guys how I recreated that look. Because again, I know everyone always has questions how I'm doing certain designs. So now if you just check out our live, you'll know exactly what I did.
I'm over here, I'm like holding my breath.
I know, me too.
It's like, don't shake your leg, T. Don't do anything.
I know.
No talking.
A lot of times when I have to paint lines like this, I don't breathe because it's easier to control your hand when you literally just stop breathing.
Right.
Just don't breathe for like a couple seconds and don't black out, and then your design will look cute. So that is what it looks like, and I love it. I actually really like this color combination underneath. It looks very different from this one that I did, but it's pretty.
I do have to say, here, Dev, can show like...
Oh, yeah. That's
it's definitely a trust the process situation.
Yes.
Trust the process.
Trust the process, because that looks wild. That did not look cute. But again,
it was a Picasso, and then look at that. It's a masterpiece now. But trust your gut and trust the process.
Yeah, and I have to mention this because check out our live that we did on our bases. What was it? Good base color combinations. The live that we did this past Tuesday. What was the name of that live?
No, that's, yeah.
So it talks about base combinations and great colors that look good together and why they pair well together. So if you are struggling with trying to pair colors and trying to figure things out, check out that live that we did on Tuesday, because it's going to cover all of that information, and it's going to explain why certain things work better together, and it's going to make you see some color combinations that you're like, oh, hey, I never thought about putting that together, and I can't wait for you to check it out. Also, again, loving all of our toppers and so much good stuff in that live. So hope you get a chance to see that one too. Okay, so that is our second design. No, wait, there was another design here. Oh yeah. Here we go. the orange and these two. Then I stamped this one very simply, and now we're gonna do one more.
Are we gonna do stickers?
Yes, we're gonna do stickers. We're gonna do the design that I wanted to do and failed miserably and then had to pivot, and now we're actually gonna do that with this. So, again, if you purchased our countdown calendar, you would have also got these awesome tweezers. They are so flippin' great.
Yeah, I love them.
I'm gonna show you guys
how we use them.
Yep, exactly how we use them. I'm gonna do them for this, and then you can flip the other side and press down. So for example, right now my hands have cuticle oil on them, so I don't necessarily want to touch the polish.
Not only that too, but as Dev is pushing this down, you have to make sure your base is dry.
Absolutely. Please make sure your base is dry when you do this. Part of the reason I don't want to touch it is because I have cuticle oil, so if I try to touch the base with my cuticle oil fingers, it's going to make it very hard for the stickers to adhere. So there, and now look when I turn it to the side, it doesn't stick up. It's like being reverse colored for you already, because it's a sticker, but without all the work. Deep revelations with Deb. So,
and if you missed the story, go back and rewind as Dev was describing what it was that she wanted to do for this manicure.
Oh gosh, it was...
Because this is going to be about saving her several hours.
Hours. I lost hours on that.
You know, it happens, though.
It does happen. It does happen, unfortunately, and I don't want that to continue to happen, because that was just like a massive time suck on my weekend, and I could have just thrown this on and been done in like 2 seconds.
And it would have been almost exactly what it was.
Better. It would have been better than what I wanted. Especially because the gold on here is so pretty. So, yeah, Don't be like me. And then, let's see. I think I want to do... I like that some of these are smaller. Can use parts of this.
I know, I like the half ones too, like the side profile. That's really nice. I think the same idea goes for the stickers as well as creating interest. So you see Dev is maybe not facing all of the dragonflies in the same direction. Maybe she's using like different colors, or so again, create interest. And now if, say for instance, you're doing it on your nail, you can create the next nail to have different stickers or different color combination, different directions.
Absolutely.
Just like what we were saying with the stamping as well.
Yes, we want things to, you know, be unique as much as possible if we can. Then the other thing too is you're going to have times where you have to put the design maybe in a not so flattering way. So for example, we're having this little stuff hanging off on the edge, and that's okay because you can actually repurpose that. So
do we have one here?
I thought we did, but I guess we don't.
Let me see. You want a nipper?
Yeah, a nipper works, or scissors. Well, here actually, these scissors are gonna be kind of big. Oh, it worked. So excuse me. But now I'm going to come back here. Oh, let's see if I can get that off. Oh, good. The struggle. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back over here and maybe put the tail over here.
And what I like about like these flat stickers and stuff too is that you have the ability to do this because they lay so flat onto the nail, and then once you put a top coat, it's gonna look like,
Yeah, it's gonna look like you reverse stamped it, and then you used chrome powder and you stamped that somehow, and you just did all these amazing things. Like, that's the great thing about stickers.
it's so funny. I sense a little bitterness in her voice.
So much bitterness.
Too soon.
Yeah, but again, you will benefit from my misfortune. And you're welcome for that. So, yeah, just, okay, wait, yeah, maybe now for this, I do need the nipper. Sorry,
Let me see if I can get one.
Yeah. I might have some.
Oh, no, I have.
Oh, you have? Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue to fill this thing up. Thanks, Tiana.
You're welcome.
If my hands stop wiggling.
Don't breathe.
I know.
Don't die.
Take that, flip it over, and use it maybe here. Our design is starting to really fill up.
Do you have a particular technique when laying out like maybe the main stickers? I mean, right now you're doing like the accent to fill in the spaces and to, you know, kind of.
So I'd say my technique is to select the focal, like whatever the focal piece is gonna be. So for example, I wanted these two to be the focal. Actually, I should have probably put them closer together because now, I wonder if I can peel it up. Let's see if I can peel it up because this would also be a good experiment for you guys. No, it's I pushed pretty hard to get it on there.
I want to
So
see. I was like, could you stamp some like small?
I probably could.
But there's also flowers and stuff on there too.
That is true. I just for some reason didn't want to use them. Although that would have made my life easier too to just fill in those tiny gaps. But so the way that I do this is I would select whatever the focal piece is that I want, whether it's you know, one design or two designs, whatever. Make sure that those are in focus. And so here you can see these two are the focal points. So you have the whole body on there. Now everything around that is whatever I want to do. So I just have to fill in any weird gaps I see or any like just bits. You could even use stickers that you don't like. So for example, let's say that on this pack, maybe you like all the blue-green ones, but you don't like the orange ones. Then for that, I would use probably the orange ones on the outside to help fill in and, you know, make it look fuller while and then I get to keep all of the pretty ones, you know, the full pretty ones, and then just use the ones that I don't like.
I'm chuckling to myself because I
layers.
think like that too. Where it's like, oh, I want to keep all the pretty ones and waste all the other ones. But in this case, all of them are really
They're
pretty.
all really pretty. They're all really pretty. But that
So
is
how do you
just
chop
something.
them up? But I like what you showed here, where it's like you can utilize bits and parts. I know I do that with stamping too. Again, who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna?
Yeah. Who's gonna say no? Who's gonna say it looks ugly? I kind of want to see if I can like fit a little bit more. I don't know. It's pretty full over there. Well, maybe we can do one more. I kind of want to use this pink one.
at lunch? I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah. What are you gonna eat for lunch?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh wait, no, I do
No,
know.
you do know.
I packed it too.
Dev and I have been trying our best to bring home lunch. It's just good practice.
It is. It's good to save money. And I have plenty of food at home. And, you know, milk here is like $9. So
Yeah.
I gotta eat my home groceries because we spend a lot on that. It's not, as you all know, it's not cheap in Hawaii. It's very expensive. So
Definitely. And I didn't cook last night. So
yeah, like you know, when I travel to other states, it's like, oh, cool, you can get a meal for 2 people, and it could be like $20. In Hawaii, we have
you can't even get a plate lunch like that for $20.
yeah. If you're wondering like what a plate lunch is, like there's these places on island where it's like, you know, they'll serve local favorites, and they're supposed to be like cheaper eats. And they'll give you a lot of food usually too. So it'll be like
Rice, 2 scoops of rice, like macaroni salad with
Yes.
maybe like, I don't know, a hamburger patty and gravy or something. Or
yes.
chicken, fried chicken or something like that. So that's what we call mixed plate here in the islands.
Yep, that's what we call a local plate. And then also a lot of the dishes are like local dishes. So like Tiana said, it'll be hamburger and gravy with an egg on top, aka a local moko, or it'll be like fried chicken, or just all sorts of things.
Chicken katsu,
whatever,
whatever, with some sauce and stuff like that. But
now the price of that
used to probably cost maybe $10, maybe slightly under $10. Now easily is
like anywhere from 15 and up, and that's for a cheap food place. So that means for 2 people, it's very easy to spend $30 to $40
plus, yeah,
for lunch at a cheap place.
Yeah.
Then if you want to go to dinner somewhere at not even like, okay, for example, you want to go to CPK. Oh, CPK is kind of pricey, but not even CPK. If you want to go to dinner somewhere and again, cheaper place, you're ordering takeout, it's like $50 to $60 for my
Let's just
husband and
say ramen.
Yeah.
Ramen before used to be kind of like a really good cheap eat, but now it's like a ramen bowl is $12 to $15 plus, depending.
I mean, I was like,
depending on where you're going.
I was like, town is $15 to $20 for a bowl of ramen. There's a lot of ramen places that I go to where it's like $18 for a bowl.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we eat at home. I'm gonna eat my cooked food. I'm gonna save money because that's too much.
For sure. So I mean, if you're looking for a creative way to do your nails, and you want to save,
but you want beautiful designs that, you know, even salons, I'm not gonna lie, if someone asked me to hand paint this at the salon, I would have been like, are you flipping kidding me? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it. But in my head, I'd be like, why? Why? Especially if they wanted it on all their nails. If they wanted,
that's why these cards fell, and I was like, "Hi, Dev. Thank you so much for doing my nails. This is the manicure I'm looking at."
Yeah, I want this on all 10 nails. Are you kidding me?
She's like, "Get out of here.
Get out of here. Leave my chair right now." Like, I don't know anyone who is capable of doing this. I have seen some people do it, but I think they're also using a stamp, like techs that use it, because this level of line work and having to paint that is like, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. You will be there forever. It took me all of a few minutes to do this design, and the only reason we had to take so long was because I had to wait for the polish to dry. Like, no. There are certain things where it is better stamped, and this is one of them. So
leave my chair now.
Leave my chair. Get out. Like, I would not want to take this client. They're like, this is like, man, this is gonna be rough, but okay, it's doable. This is like, we're gonna be here all day and night.
Oh my God, no,
lines.
but really, even this too, if you had to do that on every single finger and then be extremely unique on every single one, that is a no.
I can do it, but I really would prefer not to. Stamping it is a million times easier. And again, this is someone, who
Okay, I'm not Devon. I would say, oh hell no, we don't go.
yeah.
So
And like I have extensive background as a tech and hand painting. Extensive. My nails, they're pretty simple nowadays, but I have an extensive background. The things that I can do a lot of different things, and even for me, that is like a no. I'm not doing it. This maybe, but this no, absolutely no, no. Mm-mm. So yeah, get the box because it'll make your life better. You'll be happier.
and
I
if you're a
promise.
first-time subscriber, save yourself $5 with the code sub5 at www.manixme.com. And is that,
I think
are
that's
we all
good.
wrapped up?
I feel like we're wrapped up. I mean, I don't know what else I talked to them about. I mean,
Get
we
this
did a
month's
lot.
collection. This month's collection comes with,
Oops.
we'll go ahead and round out the purple. You get Nectar and Metamorphosis. You get the 2 exclusive plates. And you get the beautiful sheets of stickers as your surprise gift this month. I mean, what a way to...
And you also get your little how-to manicure.
Your
so that
inspiration card.
way you know exactly how to jumpstart your creativity, your inspo card.
If you're a first-time subscriber, you will also be receiving our best-selling ice cube stamper and our scraper card.
And if you get the express kit, you might not get the polishes because you're like, hey, I don't have any more room for polish. But you also get this really cute little bag that is reusable. I've seen people do all kinds of cool things with their bag.
Our little bite-size option over here. So
And
again,
you still get all these goodies.
yes, and you get the exclusive plates, no plates, just no polishes. So
Yes.
it is a cheaper option for you. You can go ahead and use the $5 off if you're a first-time subscriber of the express kit as well.
And again, I promise you, if these plates are gone, they will never come back in stock. Our last month sold out. It will not ever be back in stock, unfortunately. So I hope that you had a chance to get it, because if you did, that's great. If you didn't, I'm so sorry to hear that, because that's it. The other thing too is that when you do the math and you add things up individually, it is cheaper to buy all of these things as a group deal versus trying to buy them individually. I promise you still get the best deal when you buy the kit or the box. And I think that's pretty much it. I think we've covered everything, Tiana.
I think we did too. So definitely right now, this collection is available on our website right now. So if you go, this is, you will receive this box if you go ahead and subscribe today. It is currently live. I know a lot of people will ask, oh, will it get next month? Well, we already said that that month has been sold out. But we're talking about it now. You will get the box now. So go ahead and subscribe. And yeah.
Oh wait, last one thing that I want to share. The other reason why I suggest you picking up this box. Last month, people were into the designs, but I didn't see as many comments of people being like, oh my God, I need it. This month, already on the 20th, when I started looking at the previews of what everyone was saying, people were already hyped for this, and I saw a lot of comments being like, yes, I need this. So that already is an indication to me that this will be a much popular box.
It'll be a fan favorite, definitely. So, I mean, it's probably something you don't want to miss. And then on top of like reviews and comments, we actually did a previous video about nails that were kind of like a miss, that missed the cut. And so many people in our community was talking about butterflies and dragonflies.
Yes.
So
specifically that.
Again,
not knowing that we were about to drop this box of dragonflies.
Yes.
So
don't sit around, don't wait, because you might be kind of sad that you did.
Yeah.
So.
And then also, I forgot to show you guys, this is what it looks like from the side. Put a top coat over it. It'll be great. You'll be so happy. So yeah, I think that's
It's
it.
stunning.
It's stunning.
It's so funny because some memes, they just get stuck in your head. So I think that's going to sign us off for now. Thank you so much for joining us. Definitely subscribe if you love to see this kind of content and you want to be a part of our Maniology live streams. We do every Tuesday. Definitely subscribe. Hit the notification so you always know when we're putting out a new video. These are always fun. Hope you enjoyed all of the live stamping, the demonstrations, the really fun banter between Dev and I. We always have a lot of fun here, and I think that's going to wrap it up for today.
Okay.
All right.
See you later.
Take care.
Everyone. Bye.